Hey everyone, so this episode is basically just going to wrap in a nutshell the last 2 weeks of October. Um, it was a phenomenal week, or a couple of weeks. The deer we were seeing, the bucks we were seeing, the passes we were getting, man, it was just all coming together. And you know what? I think I'm just going to cut it off right here. We'll bring it up to speed on the last couple of weeks, and we'll take it from there after that. Hope you enjoy. So cold front moved through yesterday. 2 days ago it was 73 degrees. Today it's high of 52. Yeah, I think the lows were in the 40s. Stars must be aligning because I actually got an east wind, and that means during the cold front I can actually head into the one spot that I got the camera that I've been getting some pretty good shooter bucks on. Oh, and it's Friday afternoon, and my boss told me I could leave work early, so we get an early start. Someone's been busy. There too. And 10 more yards. Oh, you got back here all quiet like. Got set up. Start raining a little bit, but it's pretty still. That's how this spot sets up. There's some thick cover east, which is why I pretty much can't hunt this unless it's an easterly wind. So it's an east-southeast wind. The wind's going that way. I expect the deer to come from that way. Well, that didn't take long. Heard something, I look over, they're 80 yards away, I see this little sapling just whipping back and forth. Solid 6, but just a great young buck. Get them young bucks out of the way. Get to the big bucks. October 23, Tri-Ridge. Well, it's 9:20, and I just had a stud 8-point walk by. Man, he was good. I went by about 20 yards. I don't think I realized how wide he was until he was walking away, and then I could see his width. Might regret that one. I've hunted 5 times, and I've passed 4 bucks out of those 5 times. Just easy slam dunk shots. The first 3 were easy passes. This one was a little tougher. Little midweek hunt. Cold, 29 degrees. 9 o'clock, had a doe start coming in front of me. I don't know if she spotted me. Something made her nervous. She headed up the knoll. Got a doe coming in. Happy Halloween. This is when things start getting good. And obviously I wasn't in the right spot at the right time. As I was walking in, there was a guy dragging a 10-point out. Nice 10-point. Had a extra beam growing right out of the brow, which gave it the 5 on one side. Otherwise it was mainframe 4, and then the other side actually had 5 points. So he said action didn't start getting good until about 11, and he actually has a stand just down on this bench just below me. I've seen it there. I didn't know if anybody hunted it, but obviously he does. So, but it's Halloween. Ooh. So when the monsters come out, whoa. Got a buck coming in. I just passed a nice basket 8 at about 20 yards, right where Cody had passed up that 7-point, 6-point or 7-point the very first weekend. It's a decent one, probably about 100 inches. That was cool. Got a doe about 30 yards in front of me. It was actually there when the buck passed 20 yards away. It's November 1st, quick after work hunt. We're in the Ohio stand, which I called the Ohio stand because a buddy of mine found this stand on his lease in Ohio, and it's donated to me. So, as you can see, the woods are absolutely gorgeous. Probably can't see real well, but it's the last little bit of light here, and I just had another young buck come past me about 20 yards. Looked like he was young by the body, and the rack looked like it was just kind of inside the ears, but there's another buck, another pass. It's November 2nd, back in the Tri-Ridge stand, and yeah, we had some snow this morning. It's cold. See what happens, but this right here, for a cold sit, it's a game changer. Super down ultra, packs down really tight, really light, and it is so warm. So I ended up getting this Kuiu gear because the main issue was I would sweat really bad on the way to stand, and I needed a way to, layer up, pack in the layers, stay breathable, and the stuff works great. 'Cause man, I sweat so bad. I sweat worse than the whore in church. I sweat worse than Ryan Seacrest watching Brokeback Mountain. I even sweat worse than your mom at a paternity test. I sweat worse than Biden trying to give a speech. I sweat worse than Joe Biden trying to give a coherent speech. But yeah, I got the Kuiu because I was going to be in Wyoming, and I needed some good layering clothes for that kind of hunt. But I wanted it to work for Midwest type of archery hunt as well. Like the kit I put together, it works pretty well, but as far as the sweating thing, I am able to pack all my outer layers in my backpack. I walk out light, that way I don't break a sweat. A, I don't get stinky. B, helps keep me warmer. All those have been really good things. Quality's tremendous too. It's November 4th, and we're on the front end of an all-day sit. It's going to be a beautiful day, nice and still, cold. There's even been some snow coming down. Not the squirrels yet. I thought I heard something walking in the bowl below me, but it's hard to tell. Man, this day is turning out exactly how I hoped weather-wise. Sun's starting to break out. It's cool. It's very still. But man, not as quiet for activity so far. Some squirrels and turkeys, and I actually have 2 yotes grooming themselves about 80 yards from me. Maybe that's why the last 2 sits I haven't seen deer here so far, because when I was getting down last time, the yotes were calling real close. Don't know if the yotes scare off the deer or keep them out of an area or what, but we're coming up on the midday action, which is mainly what I was anticipating anyway, so crossing our fingers. Man, it's been a long day. Kind of sucks when actually having probably the best season I ever had. Seeing deer almost every time out. Seeing bucks almost every time out. Letting bucks walk. Passing a couple of the biggest bucks I've ever passed before. Heading into November thinking you got it figured out. Thinking you've got the spots. October 31, pass a basket 8 on its feet an hour before dark. November 1st, pass a buck that's on its feet just at last light. Okay, November 2nd, man, it's only going to get better from here. Don't see anything. November 4th, all day sit, all day long in my best spot. Don't see anything. That's why they call it hunting, not shooting.